Hello everyone, welcome to UmojaHack 2021. My name is Darius Moruri. I'm a data scientist at Zindi. So today I'll be taking you through the UmojaHack Intermediate Challenge. So the first thing we can do is navigate to the Zindi website, and then you have to sign in, provide your username and then your password. You can then also navigate to the compete page and then the hackathons. So for this UmojaHack, we have three kinds of challenges depending on your skill set and your data science experience. We have a beginner challenge, an intermediate challenge, and then an advanced challenge. So we'll be tackling the intermediate challenge. So you can go ahead and click on it. So this is a private hackathon open to undergraduate and postgraduate students from African universities. For you to join, you must have a secret code. So if you have one, you can go ahead and provide it here and then accept. After joining the hackathon, you'll have access to the data. It will contain a training set, test set, sample submission file, and then also will be provided by a rider's dataset. A simple starter notebook will be provided for you. It will guide you on how to load the data, how to create a simple model, and also how to create a submission file. You can also go to the rules section, go through the rules on teams and collaboration, the data sets that you're supposed to use and the packages, the number of submissions you're supposed to make per day, which is in this case 100. Also, you should note that the public leaderboard has approximately 50% of the test dataset, and the private also has around 50%. So the evaluation metric for this challenge is the accuracy. So this how your sample this how your submission file should look like. Should contain an ID, column, and then a target. So for each rider, you should predict whether that rider will accept, ignore, or decline an order. So we can go ahead and then check out the starter notebook. We'll be using the Google Colab. It's a free resource provided by Google. So you can go ahead and then upload the starter notebook that you downloaded. You also need to upload the training dataset, the test dataset, the sample submission file to Colab. So let's connect first. And then you can go ahead and upload the files. So we have the train, you have the riders dataset, the sample submission, the test, and then the train. So because these are simple starter notebook, we won't cover much, just loading the files, uh, uh, training a simple model, and then creating a submission file that will upload to Zindi for scoring. So these are the libraries that we'll be using, and then you can go ahead and then load the files. We can check the first 5 rows of the training dataset. You can check out the column names. We have the order ID, dispatch day, something like plant ID, vendor type, So what we are trying to predict is the target. The target is whether a rider will accept, decline, or ignore an order. So you have also been provided with the riders dataset that you can merge with the train and then train your model. So you can note here that both the training dataset and the riders dataset have a rider ID. So you can go ahead and then merge the two together on the rider ID columns. After merging, this is how the training dataset will look like. So we can note here that it has missing values. You have to do something about that. And then we have categorical variables like the client ID. We have to change this into numerical variables before we train our models. So I used a one-hot encoding to transform the categorical variables to numerical. And then the data now is ready to train a model. So you can split the data into training and validation. In this case, I use the lgbn classifier to train a model, and then I made predictions on the X test. From that, you can see that I got an accuracy of around 61%. So there's a lot of room to improve this score. You can do more feature engineering, more data processing. There's some tricks and techniques you can use to improve your model performance. You can do more research on that. So after training our model, now you are ready to predict on the test dataset that was provided by Zindi. You can also use the sample submission file and just change the target variable, replace it with the predictions, and then create a CSV file that you will upload to Zindi for scoring. So after this line here, after creating a submission file, you can get it on this section. You can download it and then upload it to Zindi for scoring. If you have any questions, you can post them on the Zindi discussions board and I'll be in touch. Good luck and have fun.